Well, the big story that we are tracking at the moment. Further talks on India-US trade deal are lined up in the coming days, with negotiators once again headed to Washington as the government seeks to finalize an agreement without any deadline pressure. Now, earlier this year, Trump and Prime Minister Modi had set a deadline for finalizing a trade deal by September-October, but with reciprocal tariffs being announced by Trump, the situation seems to be that the effort is to intensify trade negotiations before Trump in fact goes ahead and carries on with his tariff threat. While Trump has been sending letters to countries setting revised reciprocal tariffs effective from August 1st, India has so far not been in that particular list. But it is also being said that the patience of the Americans is wearing thin, especially when it comes to the agricultural sector, in which the Americans have been trying to have a better deal with India, where they're looking at sending out their farm produce, and by month end, it is seen that the latest deadline to offer concessions in areas of interest to the US. In India's case, it is agriculture that is of the prime interest. Meanwhile, India has also been looking at its tariffs, especially when it comes to automobile goods and small electronics, which is something that the Americans have also been looking at. Besides, Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal has said that the government will not be bound by deadlines and will ensure that India's interest remains paramount. Now, let us take a look at some of the areas where the sticky points are when it comes to the negotiations on the trade deal. What we understand is that the lower tariffs on soy oil, which India imports in large volumes, is something that the US is in fact looking at. Also, rollback of tariffs on Indian steel, aluminum and automobile components is what India has been pushing for with regard to the United States. Recently, copper is something also that could have come to the list, as the Americans put in a 50% tariff on copper. Also, United States has been predicting for a better trade regime, also to align with the long-term goals of Atmanirbhar Bharat and Viksit Bharat 2047. India has been pushing for a fair and negotiated term when it comes to trade between both the nations.